Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got a little compilation video for you, basically. A highlight reel of Tiffany Henyard putting her foot in her mouth, contradicting herself, and doing some serious backtracking. As many of you know, when she was a trustee, she often acted like she was all about supporting the residents. But those who've been following her journey know that once she stepped into the mayor's seat, everything she claimed to stand for seemed to vanish. For those just catching up, Tiffany Henyard was the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, and also the supervisor of Thornton Township. She was eventually removed from both roles amid a series of controversies and allegations involving misuse of public funds. Now, let's be clear, these are still just allegations, and she hasn't been officially charged with anything. But I want to hear from you. Do you think she'll eventually have to face consequences, or will she walk away from all this without a scratch? Drop a emoji if you think she's headed to jail, or A if you think she'll fly free. And hey, if you're new here and like the content, give the video a thumbs up, and if you're a regular, don't forget to hit that like button too. Let's get into it.
I want people to know that I am history.
Decision day in the village of Dolton, with senior trustee Jason House and his Clean House 2025 slate victorious in the Democratic primary for mayor.
We aim to work under this administration to clean house, and soon we will be cleaning house.
House's team declared victory shortly before 7:30.
Transparency starts today. It's a mandate. The community demanded it. We're up for the challenge.
I'm excited. I can't wait till the results come in this evening. I'm going to come in by a landslide, and when I do, the people will speak.
Incumbent Tiffany Henyard garnered 12% of the vote, while House garnered 87%.
I'm going to come in by a landslide.
It was a landslide victory for Jason House there, who easily won that mayoral race tonight by more than 3,000 votes. You'll notice incumbent Tiffany Henyard was not even on the ballot.
And then you, trustee House, that would never won if you ran.
The sign outside of Dolton Village Hall announcing Mayor Tiffany Henyard will soon come down. Voters overwhelmingly decided they wanted change. That change came with Jason House winning Tuesday night with 95% of the vote.
And soon we will be cleaning house.
Attacking me, a woman that made history and earned my seat and won by 82% of the vote. So that clear as day tells you that the community wanted change, and that change is Tiffany Henyard.
She did not prevail, as you mentioned, in any of those races, and that gives indication to the voters that they wanted change.
So that clear as day tells you that the community wanted change. I am history. And I always tell you, do your homework. You can FOIA it, you can go check it out, you can get the ordinances. That way you'll see who is doing what.
WGN is suing the village of Dolton for refusing to follow open records laws and release spending records.
You can FOIA it, you can go check it out.
Last year, WGN Investigates sent Dolton an open records request seeking copies of the agency's credit card statements, as well as records relating to Mayor Henyard's compensation and the cost of her taxpayer-funded vehicle. But Dolton has declined to release the documents. After WGN Investigates appealed, Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul's office ordered Dolton to release the records by mid-March. But that deadline came and went.
Because right now, guys, you have been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been led astray. I got elected by the people. I represent them out there, their voice, not you. Because all my stuff was a big old smear campaign, a hate fest. That's it. Because they couldn't get me out the way because the people was always loving on me.
I didn't like seeing the disruption and change, and I wanted to go back to the way it was.
Because I've always showed up and showed out for them, despite what the fake news was telling y'all, because that's all it was. It was all just, oh, we think, or maybe. Like, come on, stop with all that. I've really been doing my job, still doing my job.
It's been an embarrassment and a stain on South Holland to have South Holland continue to pop up on the news with her acting crazy, you know, in meetings and stuff like that.
So I just want you to see me as strength and be your beacon of light. I just want to say that I will forever be your mayor. I will forever be your supervisor.
WGN Investigates has learned nearly all of the money a South Suburban politician's cancer charity claims to have received in its first few months of activity came from taxpayers. It's the latest example of questionable spending by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who also serves as Thornton Township supervisor.
And again, I created a foundation called Tiffany Henyard Cares. Anybody that's suffering or battling cancer, please go to thcares.org to get help with wigs, chemo, a ride.
The Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation was created in the fall of 2022 and heavily promoted by Henyard. The township board she oversees gave the foundation $10,000 days after its creation. A new filing with the Illinois Attorney General says the foundation only raised $3,000 additional dollars. WGN Investigates has previously reported thousands more dollars were charged to township credit cards during the charity's walk to Springfield. Henyard tried to distance herself from the foundation in a recent interview, claiming she had no involvement in the group's activities.
What is the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation? You said it's not affiliated with you at all?
Correct.
Well, what is it?
So someone made up a foundation. They named it after me. I created a foundation called Tiffany Henyard Cares. Anybody that's suffering or battling cancer, please go to thcares.org. And they like my work that I do in the community, and it's called Tiffany Henyard Cares.
Have you contacted them and told them you can't use my name improperly?
Well, my lawyer's handling a lot of that stuff, so all I can tell you is that I'm not the one on anything. Because guess what? Everybody else create foundations. Why can't we create one for our own people in our own backyard? So when you exhaust those funds, you have another option to help alleviate some of the pain. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So I'm just trying to answer to the.
So you're saying there's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you?
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
so you're not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct. Something else that I'm doing and I'm really, really big on that's dear to my heart is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services.
There's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you?
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
so you're
true.
not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
The supervisor seems to think giving parties and bingos that is going to win us over.
Including the big bingo. I can't stress big bingo enough, man. Everybody be down here. There's over 500 people that come down here and be a part of that movie. People win air fryers, carrots, they want TVs, refrigerators, stoves, what else they need? Washer dryers, you name it. It was down.
And we got to stay focused on what's really happening. They're trying to hide all the money that's being stolen. And I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I was appalled when they came out with this fake charity, because I know how it is when you're trying to look for help when you have cancer. And I just felt that that was the lowest thing that she could ever do, is to go against people that are battling cancer.
The Attorney General has ordered the foundation to stop soliciting money because it still hasn't submitted tax filings to show how it spent money.
Because I know what we went through, meaning my family, when my mom had cancer.
And I feel that they need to give that money back to the township.
Well, services and resources, such as if you need help paying for chemo, radiation, your medicine, your wigs, your prosthetic, your breasts, things of that nature, even helping you with housing. Because I know firsthand how that feels to just not have help when my mom had breast cancer. So I want to make sure that I put that out there to the public and to everybody, that it goes to any 17 municipality. You cannot live in Chicago to benefit from this foundation. It's strictly for people that live in the 17 communities.
That was illegal, and that attorney that's sitting next to her allowed her to do that, the Delgado group, knowing that was illegal for them to be giving her private fake charity money. We need our money back.